hashtag DailyK. It's Wednesday, December 25th, and I'm your host, Peter Bint. The most talked about thing on earth today, obviously, it's gonna be Christmas, and the most commonly said two words, Merry Christmas. All over the world, Christmas trees with various decorations will twinkle. And if you go to Lithuania airport, there's a unique tree with 200 pairs of scissors, lighters, and portable knives hanging from it. Oh, isn't that delightful, you might say, if you're very strangely inclined. But it's said to actually be an effective campaign to ensure onboard baggage regulations are adhered to, with items seized from security checkpoints on display. I wonder what kind of trees there are in your country that stick out in the mind. Here's a hint on today's hashtag. Give it a guess via the YouTube live stream, the application, the website, or Kakao Plus. What do you call the evergreen tall plant that is decorated with various trinkets around this time of year?
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, of the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh! Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Happy holiday, girls.
예? 한국분들이세요? 아, 네.
죄송해요. 한국말 할게요.
있는 사이로 우리 썰매를 타고 달리는 기분 상쾌도 하다. 종이 울려서 우리 장단 맞추니 참 흥겨워서 소리 높여 노래 부르자. 종소리 울려라, 종소리 울려. 우리 썰매 빨리 달려. 종소리 울려라, 종소리 울려라, 종소리 울려. 기쁜 노래 부르면서 빨리 달리자. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, oh, jingle bells, jingle bells. It's the time of year. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. 노래 부르자. 종소리 울려라, 종소리 울려. 우리
What a perfect way to start the show, Barbarettes, with Jingle Bells. Merry Christmas to all, as JJ from Texas says, as his guest rolls in for the hashtag Christmas tree. Oh, you are quite the academic there with that one. It was a toughie today, wasn't it? Cam sends in his guess with an emoji filling in tree as well. Thank you for that, Christmas tree. Dark Dragon says just Christmas, but we're talking about the big tall green plant, don't forget. Leon says Christmas tree, as does Siska. Unita with the emoji as well. You get extra points for that. Sarah from the Ireland Nation, I put a "the" in front, so I didn't know how to finish off that sentence, says just tree. It is a type of tree. Robert says, is it Christmas tree? They look nice, but my favorite tree is the pinon tree from New Mexico. I'm going to have to now look that up, as I do with all your New Mexico related objects, creatures and whatnot. Let's take a look at the website and via the application if there are any more guesses there. Forestville's on board. Merry Christmas, DailyK family. Sounds like today's hashtag is Christmas tree. I'm out braving the crowds and long lines looking for last minute Christmas supplies. It does get rather busy in the States and the UK on Christmas Eve, doesn't it? Kevin from the US says, if one were to describe the beep beep that dominates London's Trafalgar Square, it could charitably be described as a large-scale version of the beep beep that Charlie Brown picked out in A Charlie Brown Christmas. In other words, sparse and scraggly and unbecoming of such a prominent location is today's hashtag Christmas tree. Is this year's Trafalgar Square tree not so amazing? We get donated, I believe, a Norwegian spruce every single year from Norway, one of their better ones, because we helped them out during the Second World War, I believe it was. We took in some of their royal family. It usually is pretty spectacular. I'm going to have to check out how bad it is this year. Siska says, Peter, you got so many cool Christmas sweaters. I even bought my green one just in case I wanted a half-time change. So yes, I do have my fair share. I wish it was Christmas like every month, then I could not worry about my wardrobe too much. Let's announce today's hashtag is Christmas tree. Well done, everyone. I guess in Korean you could call it 성탄절 나무, but nobody does. We say Christmas tree in a Korean way. 크리스마스 트리. 7 syllables as opposed to 3 in English. So there's a unique tree, talk of the town here in Korea, 5 meters tall with cigarette butts. It was built in front of the largest tobacco producing company building in Korea. The exhibition was held for about 2 hours this gone Sunday, 11:30 a.m. And it was a campaign to inform that abandoned cigarette butts were causing marine microplastic pollution, contributing to that and just being an eyesore in general. And since April 19th, 124 volunteers have collected 70,000 cigarette butts during a month. And they've not been able to install the tree for long because of the smell and the effects on the nearby scenery, but it was very meaningful for people to not throw away their cigarette butts. Put them in the bin, people, and just stop smoking. It's gonna kill you one day. So I'd like to know about some meaningful trees in your country. It's Christmas morning. We're live in the studio, so please write in loads of messages and send in your request songs as well. It is a Wednesday, usually K-Patch, because it's Christmas. I announced this earlier. We're going to be having a very special, very meaningful guest in hour number 2 for this interview. And it's probably the most meaningful thing that we've done on a Christmas edition of hashtag DailyK. So look forward to that. B1A4 coming up next. It's Christmas. Christmas잖아요.
눈을 떠요 그대 크리스마스잖아요 밖에 보면 이렇게 하얀 눈이 내려오는데 하얗게 덮인 세상을 보며 심장
될지는 몰라 오늘 게 두려우니 나 급하게 애니라도 만들까 한임 TV나 볼까 뜨끈한 방바닥 대신 뭐 불러 준비됐으니 나 불러줘 설매를 타고 눈 사이로 달려볼게 자 밖에 눈이 수북하게 쌓이고 귓가엔 종소리 울려 퍼지고 혼자란 외로움만 내가 되줄게 I just wanna be a good friend 가장 북적이는 명동거리 저기 들리는 맘의 소리 모든 것이 하늘 넓게 빛나는 after days
오늘만은 보기 싫어요 케빈 나 홀로 집에 있긴 싫어 잠깐 하는 일을 멈추고 즐기는 거 어때요 시간은 기다려두지 않죠 크리스마스에는 모두 다 친구죠 I just wanna be a good friend I just wanna be a good friend 크리스마스에는 모두 다 함께죠 I just wanna be a good friend 눈을 떠요 그대 크리스마스잖아요 밖을 보면 이렇게 하얀 눈이 내려오는데 하얗게 덮인 세상을 보며 외로워 마요 더 좋은 날 금방 올 테니까 크리스마스에는 모두 다 친구죠 I just wanna be a good friend I just wanna be a good friend I just wanna be a good friend 크리스마스에는 모두 다 함께죠 I just wanna be a good friend
Wondering just how many ways there are to listen to Arirang Radio? Well, there are a lot, and here we go. On the FM dial in Jeju-do Island, you can get us on 88.7 in Jeju City, 88.1 FM in Sogwipo, and 101.9 FM in Daejeong. In the capital city Seoul, you can catch us on terrestrial DMB. No matter where you are in the world, you could also download the Arirang Radio app for free for your smartphones or your tablet PCs. You can also stream us on YouTube, just search out for Arirang Radio. Even via our very own website, arirangradio.com, there is a video stream for you too. And last but not least, in all 50 US states, you can catch us on channel 144 on Sirius XM.
You want to message me?
Go
RIRANG.
arirangradio.com
That's the hub of our operations, even on Christmas Day. Come on over and drop us a message because you could win a prize. It could be our way of being Santa Claus today. We've got maps and postcards to give away from the Voluntary Agency Network of Career, T-shirts, CDs and career-related souvenirs, and they're all up for grabs. So make sure you are in it to win it, so to speak. If you're not sending messages, then we don't know you're listening. We can't be psychic, unfortunately. Not yet. I am training my psychic powers as we speak. We've got an email address for anyone for longer messages, DailyK@arirang.com. And if you're on Kakao Plus, then hit us up there by adding us as a plus friend. Our user ID is DailyK, no hashtag, no spaces, and then you can send in audio, video, and even images as well. I saw Sarah was in the UK in Wembley, near where I used to live in Harrow, and you sent in a photo of how much Wembley has developed. Lots of construction going on. I've been back in 2 and a bit years, and I don't plan on going even for a holiday for ages, so thanks for sending that in. Ing Yin also sent in a photo of some Christmas lunch that you had, that your senior treated us to. That looks like proper roast vegetables and turkey. Lucky you, Ing Yin. My mum is at my house at the moment actually cooking for Christmas lunch with the kids and the wife, so hopefully we can have a nice time after the show. Next week's theme for K-Patch, we haven't decided yet, and we're going to be doing something special, which I will preview from tomorrow. Let's get to the trending hashtags after 2 songs. We got Tetisa from 소녀시대, Dear Santa, and B2B, You Can Cry, 울어도 돼.
간절하게 원하고 있죠. 그의 맘도 같기를. What about us? 설레었던 너와 나 이젠 조금 더 가까워지길 오늘 내게 와줘요. What about us? 우리 함께 보내는 하얀 크리스마스가 오길 기다리고 있어. Let's go. Come on, girls. 두근거리는 맘으로 새하얀 옷을 입고 알록달록한 둘이 불빛 아래 반짝이는 거리로 귓가에 맑은 종소리 걸음마다 미소만 오늘은 왠지 좋은 예감이 설레이는 크리스마스 타임 밤새워 산타 기다리던 어린 날 마주한 느낌에 혹시 그대 몰려올 것 같아 돌아보곤 해. 오늘 밤 매일 꿈꿔온 고백을 받고 싶어. 바로 그 순간 흰 눈이 내리면 상상 속의 크리스마스 타임. Let's hear it, Santa. Here we go. Come on. 사랑스러운 웃음소리 살짝 얹은 멜로디 거리에 별빛 춤을 추는 밤 잊지 못할 크리스마스 타임. 몰래 달콤하게 다가와 내 어깨를 두드린 향기에 선물처럼 기다린 한 사람 그대가 보여. 수줍게 마주선 순간 그대가 내민 두 손 따스한 그대 손을 잡고 함께 걸으며 하늘 바라보니 저 하늘 가득히 내 맘 가득히 하얀 눈이 내려와. 꿈만 같은 크리스마스 타임. Oh, Christmas time.
크리스마스 back again. 왜 또 겨울 가을은 겨우 넘겼는데 크리스마스 back again. 왜 또 나를 외롭게 겨우 버텼는데 추운 겨울에 굳이 흰 눈이 와야 했는지 많고 많은 계절 중에 왜 겨울인 건지 사랑하던 말투가 다들 주위내 살리네 하다가들 그날만 되면 모두들 크리스마스 밖에 어디 가도 커플 나만 외로워 죽겠지 혼자 먹는 와플도 왜 이리 맛없는지 나만 혼자 메리 크리스마스 무너진 마음 Don't let it snow 그냥 지나가죠 크리스마스밖에 원 시도 때도 없이 너무 외로워 죽겠지 어디서 그렇게 갑자기 다 만나는지 나만 혼자 외로운 크리스마스 무너진 마음 Don't let it snow 그냥 한 번만 딱 지나가죠 내가 겨울을 싫어하는 이유 짜증날 정도로 추운 날씨 거리에 기웃거리는 커플들 대화속 카트 붙은 기억 손끝을 시릴 쯤 돌아오는 너의 기억 no. 또 다시 겨울이 왔죠 올해도 그저 그런 겨울이겠죠 바보처럼 멍하니 추억을 바로 나 홀로 집에 뭐하니 홀로 듣는 캘들 내 몸에 퍼져 마시멜로 달달했던 스윗한 것들도 전부 다 별로 나만 추워 달달달 떨어 니는 좋아 랄랄라 거려 뭐가 그렇게 좋은지 크리스마스밖에 원 어디 가도 커플 나만 외로워 죽겠지 혼자 먹는 와플도 왜 이리 맛없는지 나만 혼자 메리 크리스마스 무너지 마 Don't let it snow 그냥 지나가죠 크리스마스밖에 원 시도 때도 없이 너무 외로워 죽겠지 어디서 그렇게 갑자기 다 만나는지 나만 혼자 외로운 크리스마스 무너지 마 Don't let it snow 그냥 한 번만 딱 지나가죠
산타 할아버지도 혼자야
크리스마스밖에 원 네가 보고 싶어 함께했던 이 겨울에 바보같이 그땐 소중한 걸 몰랐었어 너와 함께 보냈던 크리스마스 돌아와줘 Let there be snow 아직 너 사랑해 크리스마스밖에 원 네가 보고 싶어 함께했던 이 겨울에 바보같이 그땐 소중한 걸 몰랐었어 너와 함께 보냈던 크리스마스 돌아와줘 Let there be snow 아직 나는 너무 널 사랑해
K-Stream. Time for our stream of career culture spelt with a K delivered by yours truly, King Peter. And you can follow along on Instagram and on Facebook at these trending cultural hashtags. You can see a photo that is an airplane related to today's first hashtag, which is foreign visitors, hashtag 17.5 million this year in 2019. That is unprecedented, right? It's an all-time high, and that's what the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and the KTO, Korea Tourism Organization, believe. If the forecast is realised, it will exceed the previous record of 17.24 mil set in 2016. And the figure of 17.5 million means that one foreigner is arriving here every 1.8 seconds on average. And it also means 118 planes carrying 407 foreigners landing in Korea every day for 365 days of the year. That is not bad at all, is it? And the KTO estimated that the nation will be able to attain annual tourism revenue of about 21.58 billion US dollars, with the tourism sector expected to generate production worth 46 trillion won and 460,000 jobs, which is unbelievable. And they say that the record number of foreign visitor arrivals is particularly meaningful as China's ban on group tours to South Korea has persisted, although we are seeing more individuals come over in smaller groups. And also the number of tourists from Japan has fallen sharply amid those bilateral diplomatic trade conflicts. So that means we're getting this record number from places like Southeast Asia, from Europe, from America, from the Middle East, from Africa, from South America, and everywhere in between. We're not having to rely on tourists from just our neighboring countries. And what they have done as well to encourage people to come is simplified visa issuance regulations for Chinese college students and middle income earners to increase inbound travel from individual Chinese travelers, which cannot really be banned from their government. And as such, the surge of tourists from China has accounted for 26% growth year on year. And also visitors from Southeast Asia and the Middle East jumped 10% from a year ago as well. And the visitors from the US is expected to top 1 million by the end of the year, which isn't bad at all. We had a few of you guys from the US, Cam, Annie and your family from Colorado. Thanks for coming to visit us in the studio. We've also, Brian and Brie, I can't leave you guys out. Got7 is our next hashtag. Sellout, hashtag Thailand, hashtag Keep Spinning Tour. So tickets for the stadium concert in Bangkok are sold out, and they've kicked off their 2019 World Tour Keep Spinning in Seoul back in June, and in September they announced their concert dates for 2020, including Bangkok, Singapore, Macau, Kuala Lumpur and Taipei. And as of December 21st, the February 15th concert tickets for Bangkok sold out within 2 hours, and the server experienced loading issues due to the large influx of users trying to get the tickets there. There were fans lined up at the windows of the purchase venues themselves, even the day before tickets were available for sale. And in response to the popular demand, they've added an additional concert date for February 16th, so they'll be performing at the Raja Mangala Stadium in Bangkok for 2 days then. Keep Spinning. I remember seeing their poster for this earlier this year. And this is the largest stadium in Thailand, capable of seating 49,000 people. So not a bad stadium to perform at. Well done to Got7. Last but not least, we're getting on to some movie news. Hashtag always, hashtag Sojisop, hashtag Hanhyoju, hashtag remake in Japan. So Always is a 2011 South Korean film directed by Song Il-gon, starring Sojisop and Hanhyoju as the lead roles. And it's about a romance between an ex-boxer who has closed his heart to the world and a telemarketer who remains spirited despite slowly going blind. So a very sad premise, but it was a big hit and was the opening film of the 2011 Busan International Film Festival, and it's already been remade and recognized in India and Turkey, and it's going to be out in Japan under the, I've translated this from Korean so it might sound awkward, Your Eyes Are Questioning in Japan, and will meet Japanese audiences next year in the fall of 2020. And Takahiro Miki will direct it, also the director of My Tomorrow, Your Yesterday. Yuriko Yoshitaka will play the heroine, and Ryusei Yokohama will portray Sojisop's character, the kickboxer in this case. If you're in Japan, I hope you can enjoy it. I know we've got a listener, Takeo, on board asking for some songs to be played, so we'll try and get your song requests up. If not, watch this film in full and that'll fill all your Christmas needs, perhaps getting a bit emotional in 2020 towards the tail end. Let's get on to some more songs. A lot of you saying the playlist is on point. I'm looking forward to this one. Twice, Merry and Happy.
매년 12월 달력을 넘길 때마다 시작되는 그 알 수 없는 허전함은 모른 척을 해봐도 밀려올 때마다 아닌 척해도 태어난 척해도 태어나지 않는 거야. 하지만 네가 있는 이번 이 겨울은 따르잖아. 울리는 캐롤 날 울리지를 않아. Thank you Santa Claus. 이제는 나도 크리스마스
자꾸 거니는 거리의 불빛들까지도 모두 다르잖아 너무 예쁘잖아 미쳤나봐 네가 내 곁에 있는 이번 겨울은 다르잖아 울리는 캐롤 날 울리지를 않아 이제는 나도 크리스마스가 좋아 내리는 흰 눈도 쓸쓸하지 않아 이제는 내 크리스마스 노베리야 뉴이어는 해피야 이렇게 네가 내 곁에 있으니 Already it's now 실컷 내려도 돼 이번 겨울에는 12월 마지막 달력이 그냥 달려가 버리길 바라던 나 도시를 채우는 마법을 피해 도망갈 방법이 있다면 다 해보고 싶어서 다 해봤지 눈과 귀를 다 가려봤지 그런 네가 불쌍했는지 하늘이 널 보내줬지 이제는 나도 크리스마스가 좋아 내리는 흰 눈도 쓸쓸하지 않아 이제는 내 크리스마스 노메리야 이렇게 네가 내 곁에 있으니 Thank you Santa Claus
Your daily dose of Korea? Arirang Radio.
Apparently, Brian's cat in the States is watching me on telly. Wonderful to know, Brian. My kids are watching me on telly as well because they're usually at school at this time. But Mum has put on the TV and she sent me a photo of them kind of, what's Dad doing on the TV? That looks like a radio studio where I visited. They're a little bit confused. Some more messages related to those hashtags. Many of you loving that Twice song. I'm not sure if it's one of my favourites. I like the more edgy, sexy stuff. But Red says it's great. Siska as well. Zana saying as long as it's Twice, that's okay. Siska also is fretting over Sojisop, one of your favourite actors. I do know that. The Korean title of that film, if you want to look it up like that, is Ojik Kudeman, which means only you. We've also got lots of hats off to Got7 in Thailand. Siska and Sarah saying, wow, that's a big stadium. Yeah, with nearly 50,000 seats. Zana saying, Bam Bam said Got7 is more famous in Thailand than in Korea. Well, I guess it's good to be famous somewhere, right? Many of you also saying, proud to be part of one of the 17.5 million visitors to Korea this year. Yeah, we must have had at least 10 listeners come over the past year, visit us in the studio as well. Thank you so much for doing that. Robert from Albuquerque says, I'm not setting foot in Korea till I get my Korean name from the Seoul City government and my certificate from the mayor. Yeah, you've applied for that program that we talked about on this show, where if you're a foreigner, Seoul City government are happy to give you an official Korean name and they'll send you out a certificate. Robert, I do hope that you get that. Fingers crossed. Let's get on to some more music before our dose of history today. This is Chung Seung-hwan, My Christmas Wish, 12월 25일의 고백.
김처럼 하얀 목소리 닿을 때마다 사라지고 못내 아쉬운 마음처럼 천천히 걷는 두 사람 넌 기다려왔다가도 움츠러들게 되는 겨울 같아 걸음을 서둘러 간다면 12월 25일의 고백을 서둘러 오늘 할 텐데 시큰하고 시리다가도 포근한 이 겨울이 내겐 너 같아 걸음을 서둘러 이 신호에 건너게 된다면 서둘러 도착한 버스에 우리 나란히 앉아 간다면 12월 25일의 용기를 서둘러 내어볼 텐데 눈이 내리지 않아도 충분히 아름다운 순간이야 다를 거 없는 보통의 하루라 더 기억해 두고 싶은 밤이야 서둘러 이 어두운 골목을 지나면 어느새 도착한 너의 집 앞 가로등이 우리 비추면 12월 25일의 진심은 지금 너에게만 할게 나의 겨울아 내 모든 계절이 되어줘
Yesterday, today. Looking back over Korea's history on every edition of the show, we've got to look back before we can move forwards. Today is Christmas Day, December 25th, and we're going to travel back to 1971. Even during holidays like today, as well as some broadcasters, firefighters work non-stop and way more meaningfully. South Korea is set to shift its firefighters to state job classification in April next year, with benefits still not that favourable compared to their efforts. But today is a story of Korean history related to firefighters. 48 years ago today, a big fire broke out at the Taeyonggak Hotel in Seoul. On December 25th, 1971 at 9:50 a.m., so just 10 minutes away from now, an LPG gas explosion caused a fire in a coffee shop on the second floor of the hotel in Chungjeong-ro, Seoul, and it burnt the buildings from the second basement floor right the way up to the 21st floor above ground. Firefighters pulled out all the stops with the nation's best 32-meter-long ladder truck to start the rescue process, but it could only reach the 7th floor, causing a lot of regret as it was only used to rescue a few lives. The blaze was extinguished around 5:30 p.m, 8 hours later, but it left 167 guests dead through suffocation or through falling from a great height, and 64 more injured. The damage alone amounted to 850 million won, which was recorded as a massive higher in the history of world hotel fires, and later became the subject of a Hollywood movie, Towering. After this incident, firefighting equipment was improved, including mandatory installation of sprinkler fire suppression systems in large buildings and also helipads that had to be put on the rooftops of high-rises.
하얀 눈이 너 떠난 밤이 날 찾아와 기억들이 찬바람같이 부는 밤
들리는 겨울 노랫소리 텅 빈 내 맘에 울려 유난히 환한 불빛들이 아픈 나를 비추는 밤 네가 없는 나는 매일매일 그리워 내 맘에 매일매일 눈이 와 늦기 전에 너의 발걸음을 돌려서 내게 돌아와 Merry Christmas Day 내 맘은 매일 너와 falling in love 따스했던 우릴 찾아 나에게 다시 돌아와 오늘 밤 근실이 쓸쓸한 내 손이 오늘따라 참 미워 하얗게 날리는 추억이 나의 뺨을 스치는 밤 네가 없는 나는 매일매일 그리워 내 맘에 매일매일 눈이 와 늦기 전에 너의 발걸음을 돌려서 내게 돌아와 Merry Christmas Day 내 맘은 매일 너와 falling in love 버려진 추억을 담아 나에게 다시 돌아와 오늘 밤 조용히 불러보는 그리운 그 이름 매일매일 보고 싶어 내 맘에 매일매일 눈물이 나 늦기 전에 너의 발걸음을 돌려줘 내게 돌아와 Merry Christmas Day 내 맘은 매일 너와 falling in love 따스했던 우리를 찾아 나에게 다시 돌아와 오늘 밤 오늘 밤 돌아와
내게 돌아와
아리랑
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 아리랑 라디오.
Here on hashtag DailyK, we really encourage listener participation, so here's how you can get in touch. Via the website arirangradio.com, click on hashtag DailyK, then click on send message. Via our free-to-download app, just search out Arirang Radio wherever you get your apps. There is a send message option as well. On Facebook and Instagram, what you need to search for is Arirang DailyK, all one word. Add us as a friend or follow us there. And then on Kakao Talk Plus Friends, you can add us by searching out DailyK, all one word, without the hashtag. And via that platform, you can send us your video and audio files, which we can play on the radio. Last but not least, there's the YouTube video stream which goes out and you can chat away on there. Just search Arirang Radio. The song we heard after today's history dose, and today was Byul featuring Sweet Sorrow, Everyday Christmas, 매일 매일, the Korean title. Let's take a look at some of your messages and some of your photos as well. This one is from Amy J in the States. Oh, that's a nice tree. Is that your one? That's pretty tall as well. That's going up nearly to the ceiling. That must be a good 7 feet tall. Wowzers, I want one of those next year. I might have to borrow yours. Stick it in the post and that'll be good. We've also got some messages to read out from the YouTube live stream from some of you guys. Who do we have here? Robert saying New Mexico is a wonderful place to the world itself, but the pinon tree that I talked about earlier, its nuts are believed to be magical, found in only one place in the earth. It sounds like you're spinning a kind of legend there, Robert. We've also got some photos from Leon here in Singapore. Wow, is that a Pokemon tree? A Pocket Monster one. That's what my son got as gifts, some cards. I'm really annoyed because he just doesn't play with them for more than a couple of seconds. But anyway, as long as he's happy. And that looks like a lovely, lovely lit up tree with Russi and Unita there doing a little OK sign. Are you? Apparently that sign, that hand signal, has been appropriated by people in white power as well. So I don't know where it stands at the moment, but obviously you're not doing that. We've also got something from Brian. This is the photo of your cat watching me. And there is a tree on the table, hashtag Christmas tree. Thank you very much, cat, for being interested. I'm sure it is falling asleep slowly but surely, right? Siska says, talking about Christmas tree, every year we always have a great one at the shopping mall. The most memorable one is the teddy bear Christmas tree and the chocolate with the hazelnut inside. That one was big and tall. I'm talking about one of the brands there. This is something from Unita as well. Oh, look at that. There's a little song as well. Are you guys singing? Wow. Arirang listeners all singing together. When was this from, Unita? You guys are not melodying exactly, but it's not bad at all. Well done. From the Barbo 6, that's Leon, Sophie, Josh, Siska, Unita. Who's that in the corner? That's not Russi, is it? But thank you very much. Some animals are complaining about the music, so we had to turn it down. But Unita, fantastic stuff. Thank you so much for sending it in. We also wanted to show you some stuff in Korea that we were talking about earlier and stuff that we didn't mention as well. So in one of the temples in Jongno, which is known as Chogesa, they have this lantern display at the moment with a wonderful Christmas tree, which I know is kind of crisscrossing religions, but that's fine, I think, right? Most religions have a similar message of peace and love, and that you can see outside the Chogesa temple, so go and give it a visit. We've also got the picture of the Christmas tree that we talked about earlier. Doesn't look like a tree, it is just cigarette butts, tens and tens of thousands of them outside one of the big cigarette companies here. It wasn't their display, but they apparently weren't too against it. It had to be taken down due to the smell and being quite an eyesore. That's not very Christmassy at all, is it? And then the last photo we have here at Bukhansan Mountain to the north side of Seoul, a load of Santas got together and climbed one of the rocks there. Look how dangerous but also festive that looks. All the Santas up there. We put out our carrots and cookies and milk for Santa. He ate them all as well as Rudolph, and the kids were absolutely amazed this year. We're going to get to some more music now. Christmassy stuff, I suppose. NCT Dreams, Joy.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
알기 전 기억해 두 손 모아 시험 magic crazy beat the sound enjoy repeat the sound enjoy repeat repeat the sound enjoy jingle bells jingle all the way oh what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh joy joy to the world 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 날 바라본 그 눈빛 속 넘친 그대 온기 나를 감싸온 밤 온 세상에 더 사랑이 번지길 저 하늘에 기도해 전사들 노래로 이 밤이 빛나길 Joy to the world 똑같은 마음과 박자 똑같은 발이 해버리게 Let this songs Everybody come along 그닥 말이 필요 없는 교감 자리에 오늘보다 오래 남은 순간을 we celebrate Repeat the sounding celebration Repeat the sounding joy Everlasting Repeat the sounding joy Joy 내 이끌어 Christmas 밤은 너무나 내게 여름 천국이어서 우리 나가줘 Joy 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 Christmas time 널 기다려 Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Now,
All about Korea.
Arirang Radio.
Download the Arirang Radio app on your device for free.
It's Arirang. ARIRANG Radio.
Seems like those of you in Boston have also got a gift from the province of Nova Scotia, getting a tree there as thanks for assistance as its capital, Halifax, received in the aftermath of the explosion of its harbour in 1917, much like Norway and the UK. Red also sent in a photo from the UK. This is the Queen Victoria Monument in Lancaster. Kind of looks like the London Eye if I squint a little bit on the River Thames, where I went to university on the South Bank there. Thanks for sending that in, because you were saying you're glad to be actually home, because at your home with your students that you're sharing with, no Christmas decorations at all. Merry Christmas to Anna and everyone else out there. Hour number 2, very special guest. I might even do a wardrobe change. We'll get to the bigger studio as well. I'm not sure if we can read your messages there, but it is a very meaningful interview, so please stay tuned. It's someone who's actually quite famous for something here in Korea. Last song of hour number 1, it is Orange Caramel, New East with Dashing Through the Snow in High Heels. 휘는 사이로 high heel 타고.